There was a time last year when I started dreading content creation, and that scared me because content creation was what I do. At first, I started creating content. I was not lazy, I was not inconsistent. I showed up, I created content. I followed all the rules, I followed all the trends. I was creating content regularly. I would come every day, create my content, and post out my content. But at a point, I was tired. I was just tired. I was not inconsistent. I was not lazy. I was just tired of creating content. And that brings me to the question, what causes content fatigue? I discovered that the reason why I was not able to continue my content creation was because I was creating for the metrics instead of the messaging. I was creating for the trends instead of the truth. And I was creating for visibility instead of connection. I found out that I was just creating content. I was just acting content, acting for the algorithm. I wasn't trying to connect with my audience. I wasn't trying to relay a message. I was talking at people and not to people. So when I discovered this, I had to change my whole perspective, the way I created content. I had to change my game. I have to change everything. I have to create content that did not just talk at, but wanted to relate with them, tell them the truth. Because when there is no emotional connection, when there is no truth, what happens is that your confidence shuts down, creativity shuts down. In order for you to, save you, because there's no emotional alignment, there's no emotional reward or alignment with the content you are creating. So what I did was that I changed my perspective. I started telling stories. I started telling stories that would relate to people. I started using my content to tell real life stories, like my lessons, my experience, and things I learned. I started telling people my experience, the lessons I learned in I started using my own life experience and my story as a lesson to teach other people what happened to me. I wanted to give other people an idea of what to learn from my content by releasing my own story through my content. So when I started creating content like this, I noticed that people started engaging. And me, I noticed that I was very happy that I was creating. I showed up, I had emotional fulfillment. I felt as if I had value to give. That's when I felt aligned with my message, with my purpose. And I was not just creating content for the algorithm. I was creating content in order to connect with people. I was creating content in order for me to align with people. I was sharing the truth. I was not just creating content for the algorithm. I was creating for people, for content that aligns with my purpose and aligns with the purpose I want my audience to listen to and to connect with. Even if you're a business and your business is tired and your business is not consistent and your business is stuck somewhere and you don't know where to continue with your content creation, you can start with telling a real brand story. So if you're a business and you feel like you're tired and your content is not reaching out to your audience, maybe the reason is not because of your consistency. Maybe consistency is not the problem. Maybe it's your message. Maybe you're just feeding the algorithm. Maybe you're just acting. You are not being truthful. You're not aligning with the message you're supposed to be sending to people. You're not sending a message through, and you are not connecting with people. So think about this. Think thoroughly about this. Think about this post that I just made. Try to create your content. Try to change your creativity. Create content in a way that connects with people. And if you ever feel like you want to tell a story for your brand, or you want to tell a story that will help people to connect with you and make your content to feel aligned without feeling like an algorithm chase, or without feeling out of content, or without feeling like something you're just doing in order to chase the algorithm, without feeling tired or without feeling fatigued. You want content that aligns with your brand message, that aligns with the message that you want to share with people. If you ever feel like you want to create content that aligns with your passion and does not just feel like a content that is just out there not to follow the algorithm, if you ever feel like you want to tell a story that will help people to connect with you in a natural way, remember that I'm here for you.